Hello everyone and welcome back to more Seduce Me the Otome. In this episode, whoa, we are basically done all the routes that was romanceable and seducible seducible in like the last episode, because we ended off with Diana's route, which basically I had the worst the worst time just trying to figure shit out until I realized I had to use the guide, and then apparently one little question made a huge difference in whether or not I get Diana's route. So it basically ended off on like Diana teaching us all about the demon world, or as much as she could, and then her needing to leave because she's like, I ain't got time to waste here because I got a kingdom to save from like demon lord dude. And then so Hannah was just like, take me with you, and that's the end of that. So that's how it ended up, and I promised you all that we would come back into this episode after romancing everyone to review basically all the possible endings that we can possibly get in this game. I do believe there's like a possibility of 5 non-romantic endings that we can get in this game. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, because let's see, hold on. Let me just quickly just go through the head. I got like 2 of them by accident. No, 3 of them by accident actually. And then there's 5. So okay, so like I just muttered to myself, I got throughout the entire gameplay of me doing the different characters' routes, I ended up getting I ended up accidentally getting all these like non-romantic endings that I wasn't meant to get. I thought I was gonna leave it all till the end of after finishing all the characters, but you know, along the way I picked up at least 3 of them. The first one was basically, you guys all remembered my very first playthrough of this game was I got a non-romantic ending on my first run, and that was basically us becoming a demon lord or demon queen or some sort of like a kingdom in the abyssal plains, because I didn't end up romancing anybody, and Diana showed up. Of course, if you do that, she shows up, she threatens to take your memories, and you die by her hands or you make a deal with her. And basically I made a deal with her, but instead of choosing her or power, I ended up choosing power, and that was what led up to that ending of us becoming a demon queen of a kingdom in the abyssal plains. So that was one of the non-romantic endings that I got on my first one. The second non-romantic ending that I ended up getting, which you will now see after I'm finished talking and explaining, is basically it happened a while back, very first time I finished Damien's route, and I went in back again just to see what would happen if I had chosen any of the opposite answers in certain choices and stuff. And so what ended up happening was that it didn't make it made a lot of difference in terms of romance, in terms of trying to romance Damien in that case. So like I ended up not romancing him at all, I think it was, or I didn't end up being together with him. And I kind of went on ahead because I was there, and I was like, might as well just do something. So I ended up not romancing anybody in the end. The guys left, Diana showed up again, but instead of making a deal with her that time, I decided to go with one of the options, which was to actually forfeit my memories to her. And so that ended up with her giving me this potion, and we ended up forgetting about the whole events of what happened with the guys, what happened with Malix, everything, basically everything. And that's what ended up leading to this ending, this non-romantic ending, which was, I believe it was like, I don't know, it was basically, I forgot what the official title of it was. Maybe I should have like told this shit up before starting this recording, but the ending was basically it ended off with just Hannah having like just kind of mending the bond between her dad and like basically her, and like going on to live her life the way she wants to. And so that's that ending. I'll probably put like a little title blurb, whatever the hell, for the actual title of that ending. But so that was basically how that ended up happening, is if you did romance anybody and you ended up giving up your memories to Diana, and it's basically, it goes with everything. So like if you didn't regardless if you didn't end up romancing any of the 5 incubi guys, you didn't end up romancing, Andrew at the end, like you didn't accept him out of his feelings or whatever the shit when he confessed. Like if basically anything that you didn't end up romancing anyone. It just kind of led up into that sort of pathway. So yeah, I can understand how easy it is to get that ending, because basically you don't romance anybody at all. So yeah, so that's that ending. So I guess you guys can watch now. I'll play this clip here. So enjoy. Anyways, don't worry about it. Eventually, we both resumed and finished eating. I politely took the dish from Damien and went to the kitchen to wash both of our dishes. As I passed the kitchen, I saw the other dishes of food were missing, which made me relieved to know the boys ate. So this is the point where like we would ask about his past a bit and like have a hot makeout session in the fucking the office thing. But I don't think it worked. I quickly washed the 2 dishes I had before heading to my room. I woke up too early, I could use a nap. I woke up way too early, I could use a nap. As nothing in my mind or body fought back, I quickly slid under my covers and let my body relax. For some reason, it was easy to fall asleep again. Okay, so we basically, yeah, left Damien when we didn't make out. The remainder of the night passed by, surprisingly uneventful. The boys continued to train with each other, but we were kind enough to, okay. So let's skip. We can fight. Oh, this is the first time we chose to fight. Because before I chose to wait first and then I fought. Okay, no way was this happening. No way was I going to let myself be a victim of this. I will.
What are you whimpering?
Oh wait, was this the part where like... Oh! She actually punched him! She was muttering. I thought I was going to mutter some spell, but we actually kicked the fuck out of him. Oh shit, we kicked him. Ha! Malix flew to the side and rolled, rubbing his cheek in complete shock. I could feel Eris step back away from me, leaving me to look at Malix and shake my foot out from the hit. Let's beat him up, let's do it. Malix quickly hopped up and growled at me, obviously surprised but irritated beyond belief.
You little bitch! You think you're tough, huh? Well, I'll show you your place. Come here!
Bring it, bitch! Malix charged at me, dropping the gun that would never hurt me to the floor and reaching for my face. However, I quickly crouched down and swept my legs in front of me, knocking Malix down once again. Yes! We gotta beat the shit out of him! Yes! Beat him. I rolled back away from the fallen devil and glared as I rose back up to my feet. Come on, motherfucker, you and me, Street Fighter, right here! Just because I'm a human doesn't mean I can't kick your ass! Exactly. I placed my hands in front of me before sliding over to Malix and slamming the tip of my foot into his head. One of the devils around us tried to step in, but Eris held out her arms, stopping them. Yeah, 1v1 me! He needs to 1v1 me and prove that he has balls. You wanna kidnap me? Then you gotta fucking deal with me.
No! Stay out of it! Let Malix deal with it!
Hell yeah. As commanded, the devils that surrounded us stood away from the fight. The group watching us was lost in intrigue as I stood up against their leader. Haha, I continued to kick at Malix, who tried to block my kicks with his arms. I brought a foot up before slamming it down onto Malix's chest. I definitely heard a rib or two crack at the impact, causing Malix to lose his breath. Haha, I am totally beating the shit out of this guy. What I didn't expect was him grabbing my leg and pulling it out from under me. Hey! Ow! I fell to the ground, landing with a loud thud. Ugh! I felt pain shoot up my arm and run through my body at the impact my body had on the ground. I tried to push off, but the pain forced me to stay down. Malix took that chance to roll on top of me and pin me down, glaring and smirking down at me evilly. Aw, hell no. As I tried to get him off, the futility of the situation dawned on me. Oh shit. I was fighting a devil, I was just a human, I wasn't magical, nor was I special. But you were kicking his ass, girl! You can't just let this mindset pull you down. I wasn't going to beat him. Yeah, not with that attitude.
It's useless, woman. You're as good as dead. Bet you regret trying to fight me in the first place now.
No, I got a few good hits. I broke your ribs. Fear began to consume me. Oh, for the love of God, please someone find me. I prayed. I hoped that I wouldn't have to keep fighting. I was becoming desperate.
You have major balls trying to fight me. You're not even a man. You're a puny woman who's about
now you're just sexist. Oh, hell no. What made everyone in that warehouse drop our fighting faces was the screeching of police sirens coming closer to our location. Malix smirked even wider.
It's time to have fun, boys!
Okay.
Make sure you kill them all.
Are they gonna, like, back off? Yep. The devils all seemed to get excited and started to walk past us to meet with the cops, but a loud finger snap stopped them and made them turn around. Malix and I looked to see Eris with her hand in the air post-snap.
Eris? What are you doing?
She's gonna back the fuck up because she's smart.
Enough, Malix. We've wasted enough time in this stupid town. I'm getting out of here and I'm taking the rest with me.
I didn't know whether to laugh or not. I bit my tongue as Malix got angry again.
Like hell you are.
Okay,
Boys,
so she's probably gonna grab him.
Malix, it's over.
Yep.
shut your mouth.
Yep. They left. Oh wow. Okay, so basically, we can't get another bad Damien ending or something of the lines, because I think that would just end up with him leaving with the rest of his brothers, and that's it. So yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. I read up on the other. Okay, we're just gonna get the ending where it's that bad ending, I think, where we just kind of forget about the boys. So let's just give up our memories. My mind began to wander. Were the memories truly worth my life? I remember the way the boys helped organize the house party and helped me home after Malix's ordeal. But then I remembered I'm only human. I wasn't a demon. I wasn't special. The world of magic was too large for me. I already had a world to face without magic being involved. I felt a wave of sadness run through me, replaying the memories of all that has happened the past few days one last time before speaking up. Fine, take my memories. I couldn't keep them. They were beyond my world. They were beyond what I needed to know. I was never meant to know of them. Diana nodded.
Glad you understand
Fuck
now.
you, I'm just doing this for science. The pit beast below me closed its jaw, vanishing into nothing as I was lowered to the ground. I stood up straight, looked to Diana, resolved. Diana sighed before closing my hand and muttering Latin phrases under her breath, loud enough for me to barely hear. She then opened her hand and revealed a small purple vial. What is that? It's a memory erasing juice.
A memory
Yeah.
potion. It will remove all of the memories of demons and magic from your mind. With the memories gone, you can live your life as free as you want.
What about the boys?
I have a spell for them. As soon as you drink that potion, you sign your contract with me, and I will take the boys back to where they belong.
Okay. God. Will they remember me?
I'll make sure they won't. They won't even remember ever thinking about coming to the human
Wow,
world.
bitch. Why didn't you use it before now? Why do I have to drink it knowingly?
Because demon magic isn't black and white, dear.
Oh.
The one catch is that the potion has to be drunk with full natural consent. So I can't just slip it into your chocolate milk or pour it into your mouth as you sleep. That's the downside of good succubus magic.
Well then, that's good to know. So I'll be...
A plain, boring human. No potential, no abilities, no memories to even have abilities. You'll be a plain Jane girl in a plain Jane world.
Why can't I be a Barbie girl in a Barbie world? I'd rather be that. I'm fabulous. I nodded before looking to the vial and my memory in exchange for my humanity. I popped the cork in the vial and popped the cork of the vial and gingerly brought it to my lips. Goodbye magic, goodbye demons, goodbye strange feature. Hello normalcy. I tilted my head back and chugged the drink down, feeling its magic already starting its work as it reached the inside of my mouth. I felt dizzy and sick, but I sucked down every last drop of the liquid. I felt the memories of the boys fade away. I never met them in my house when I moved in. I never was attacked by Malix or his goons. I never was kidnapped. I never met Diana. As I finished drinking, I felt my body grow weak, almost becoming unable to continue standing up, and my vision was blurred and fuzzy, and I couldn't help but let my eyes shut. I asked for this. I wouldn't have the boys protecting me anymore. I didn't even open my eyes when I finally fell forward into Diana's arms. God.
It's for your own good, sweetie. Forget about it and be normal.
God.
I'm sorry.
Well, thanks, but I don't need your condolences, because you're the one who fucking caused all this bullshit to happen anyways. But whatever. I felt my mind slowly relax. There were no demons, no devils, no magic to drive me crazy. Everything was normal, everything was peaceful, everything was ordinary. Ordinary world. Just the way Diana wanted. Just the way I wanted. Eventually the morning arrived and the sun screamed at me to get up. Surprisingly, I woke up before my alarm clock, which was nice. I stretched out and quickly got dressed, getting ready for school. I went over in my mind and what happened over the weekend, suddenly feeling worry. I had moved in Friday night. I held a house party Saturday. I enjoyed my day Sunday. Yep, sounds right. Yeah, right. I scooped up my bag and headed downstairs to the dining room. The room was empty and I felt hungry. I needed to eat something. I made myself some quick toast and coffee, needing a jump start. I felt drained and I did not want to fall asleep in class. Something bothered me though. My house felt empty, or at least emptier than I came for some reason. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it slightly bothered me. Of course, she's just fucking like, I don't know what happened, because my memories are gone, but I don't realize that. I finished my food and quickly rushed to the front, waiting for Naomi's car and confident that nothing was going to happen. Of course not. I avoided talking about what had happened yesterday. I'll be riding with you guys from now on. from now on to and from school. As we entered the school, we quickly gathered our things from our lockers and headed to class. There were no events to my surprise. Naomi and Suzu took their seats around me, Suzu in front of me, Naomi beside me, before the class bell rang and the class was greeted by our teacher. History wasn't as boring as economics, but I still managed to space out in that class just the same. I decided to keep my eyes to my notebook. I began to scribble random doodles, some which stuck out to me more than others. Did you draw the guys or some shit like that? I had somehow managed to doodle a small bear with a heart on its stomach. I cracked a small smile at the image, imagining the heart lighting up on my paper as I pressed the eraser of my pencil on it. I remembered what had happened last week, slowly frowning at the memories of my grandfather. I guess it was still hard to let him go. To lose someone is never easy, but I knew that moping and letting his memory get to me wouldn't do any good. I felt, though, that he was watching over me. As stupid as that may sound, I felt that I was somehow safe. Like, it was okay for not to focus on school or my future and just live in my own little world. I could be a little girl and draw pictures instead of plan out the rest of my life and be perfectly happy. Sadly, I knew that wasn't realistic. Graduation was slowly coming up, and my mind had wandered into the future once again. What was I going to do? Just be the CEO, for God's sake. It was hard to think about it. At this rate, I just wanted to wing it. No decisions had to be made ahead of time in my little world. No disappointments would come out of whatever I decided to do in my little world. Hell, maybe I could have found a perfect magical love in my little world, and life would just turn out like a dream. Ha ha! It's funny you say that. It was sad to think that my world wasn't real, yet my heart still wished that it was. It gently squeezed inside my chest, almost convincing me that magic could be real. My mind knew better. I let out a small sigh, letting my little world hide away in my thoughts as the class bell rang. Naomi and Susan smiled at me, making me feel a little better. At least I still had my friends. I quickly gathered my things and left to my next class. My life became a blur. I was once again surrounded by people moving faster than myself as I walked through my life in slow motion. I felt that I could stop and the world would continue moving in high speed. Memories of childhood haunted me throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. Soon I let my entire last semester pass me by, and I was on the cusp of graduating. I never felt more nervous about my life. What would happen after I touched my diploma? Would real life just sweep me away? Would I be left alone in a void of my own doing? Yep, that's what you call becoming an adult. It was hard to say. I stared at the graduation forms covering my dining room table, unable to process all the information on them. I'm gonna graduate. Yeah, and you're gonna become an adult, and it's gonna suck. And my mind settled into a hushed rumble at the thought of graduating. I was nervous, excited, worried, bored, anxious, and angry all at once. What was I going to do? Where was I going to go after this was all over? What was in my future? Just fucking be the CEO. Just do it. You're like, God, you have no other plans. And why did my house feel so empty? Well, maybe because you had your memories wiped, but you don't remember that, do you? I sighed and put my forehead against the wood on the table. My head had begun to spin, and I needed it to stop. Closing my eyes, I counted my heartbeat as it pounded in my head. What broke my concentration was my doorbell ringing. Who the fuck? I lifted my head and walked over into the lobby to open the door. Who the fuck is just visiting me? Who is it?
It's your father.
Oh, fuck. I want to talk to you. My hand froze on the doorknob. Why was he here? I could practically feel the incoming lecture we were about to have emanating from the cracks of the door. I felt my nervousness take hold of my emotions as I simply stood there staring at the frosted glass on the door at my dad's figure. What is it?
I wanted to talk to you. It's
Just
important.
let your dad in, goddammit, Hannah. I opened the door, ushering him in. There was no use in denying the inevitable, yeah. My father stepped in and looked around the lobby like an investigative health inspector. I couldn't help but press my lips together in irritation. What did he want to talk about?
You've kept the place clean. Good.
Why, you think I'm a slob? Jesus. Thank you.
I want to talk about your
Fuck.
future.
Great. What about it? I'm gonna graduate and go to college.
That's not what I meant. I meant about you being part of Anderson family.
Figures.
tours.
Just fucking do it, Hannah. Just do it. I stared. Was he serious right now? Did he really want to add another stress point in my life? Yeah, because he don't give a shit. I felt myself glare out of pure irritation at the topic. What about it?
Do you want to be part of the
Obviously,
company?
Hannah don't want it. Was he seriously asking this? Was I getting an option? If this had to be a test. This couldn't be real. You said I was to be...
I said Do you want to be part of the company?
Dad, do you suddenly care for me? Do you suddenly care about what I want? I felt my mind go blank. Did I want to be part of the company? If this chance was real, this was my one chance to do what I wanted without expectation over my head. I wanted to be free. I wanted to fly high and find my own path of life. If that was really a future with the company, I would be taken there on my own choice, not on the command of my father. If my future took me far away, then I wanted that chance to go. No, I don't.
May I ask why?
I actually don't know why. I want to choose my own future. I don't want to be stuck to expectations. Oh, that's true, yeah. But like, it'd be great. I think, I don't know, me personally, I wouldn't mind. I felt my mind begin to fill with ideas of the future, dreams and goals that I could possibly fill with a new freedom. I want to decide what to do with my life. If it's with the Anderson family toys, then I want my heart to bring me there. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's as good as anything, Dad. Come on. My heart tensed in fear. Was he going to scold me? Was he going to be happy? What was he going to do? His sigh almost frightened me to death.
You should do what makes you happy.
Aw, thanks, Dad. What? Did he really? Dad? Are you okay?
I'll admit, I've been harsh on you. I thought that me pushing you would make you confident to take the family company. With you being in this place, though, I was worried that you'd turn out as curious as your grandfather.
Oh, so you didn't want to meddle. You don't want me to meddle with magic. Yeah, I understand. Then why did you send me here?
Because I wanted to see what you would do if you weren't constantly under my influence.
I survived great. See, I turned out pretty good. My dad placed a hand on my head and rubbed it gently as I stared up in confusion at him.
Looking at you now, I see a grown woman, ready to take on the world. I deeply regret not being the dad I was supposed to be.
Aw, it's fine, Dad. It's fine. Suddenly, I felt my dad pull me into an embrace, burying his head in my shoulder. I stared wide-eyed over his shoulder, unable to take in what was happening. Was he hugging me for real? Was he seriously in regret? You should #trust me, Dad. Like, I got this.
I should have let you be a kid a little while longer. Now that you're grown up, I can't guide you anymore.
Aww. I began to shake. This was real. This had to be. This was too emotional to be a dream. I gripped onto my dad, making sure my senses weren't lying to me.
I'm sorry. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. My dad pulled back slightly and gently moved a strand of my hair from my face, smiling at me.
I love you,
I love
sweetie.
you too. And then I broke. The world finally was able to freeze completely as I held onto my dad and cried into his shoulder. I let my mind completely empty and fill itself with memories of my dad and me. He used to be kind. He used to care. Something took that dad away from me. And then now he was back. I could feel his love for me as he held me close and let me cry into his shoulder. He finally said, I love you. Aw, Daddy.
My baby girl. I'm so proud of you.
Aw. I leaned completely into my dad's embrace as he supported me to stand. I felt like a little girl again, and it was both pathetic and blissful. I didn't care. I was with my dad. My dad gently pulled away and kissed my forehead, letting me hiccup with a small smile.
No matter how old you are, you'll always be my little
Aw.
girl. I may have screwed up your childhood, but let me make it up to you in the future.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. I nodded, wiping my eyes. I finally could have a dad who didn't see me as an investment and saw me as a daughter. My heart was jumping in my chest in joy while my mind filled with happy thoughts. I felt like I could do anything now. My dad rustled my hair a bit before stepping away from me.
Now, I have to take your mom out to dinner. It's been a while since we've gone out, but I think it's time to apologize to her as well.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be one happy family. For what?
For being a burden she had to carry. She's always supported you from the sidelines, but I didn't let her completely be a wife and mother. It's time to make her happy.
Aww. My dad and I smiled at each other. We understood each other now, and I was happy beyond words. My dad left my house, but not completely alone. I knew that he would support me now with whatever I wanted to do. I smiled and held my hands to my chest, feeling my heart pulse. I'll be okay.
Yes. You will be.
What? Diana, please, just leave me alone. Get out of my life. I quickly turned to the voice to see a woman dressed in black and gold dress smiling at me. It was as if she appeared out of thin air, and I went into defense mode. Who are you?
Relax, relax. I'm just passing by.
Checking up on me, I see? Even though I don't know who you are anymore. What do you mean? How did you get in here?
You don't need to know that. I only came here to pick up a little something, and
What
then
the
I'll
fuck
be
did you
gone.
forget? Your cell phone? What are you... With a snap of the woman's fingers, I suddenly felt myself get warm. This feeling was familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint how. What was she doing to me? I watched as the woman walked to me and gently lifted my chin to look at my face with a smile. Oh, God.
A kiss for the road, sweetie. I had to do a lot of running around, and it's made me need a
Why don't you go somewhere else? Why me? Go bother someone else. I felt myself nod. What was I doing? The woman smiled and gently lowered her face to kiss me. I felt like melting into the kiss, but I knew deep inside that this was beyond wrong. How was she doing this? Why was she doing this? I felt my strength and energy drain from the kiss, and soon I felt my legs slightly wobble in weakness. The woman pulled away and placed a small purple vial in my hand. What the fuck are you giving to me now?
Drink up, sweetie. You
What the
need
fuck
it.
is this? I nodded and opened the vial before pouring its contents into my mouth. It was sweet like fruit, but it wasn't overpowering, and I felt my energy return to my body at the last drop that dripped onto my tongue. Oh, okay, thanks, I guess. Huh? What?
A gift from me, as a thank you for giving me the strength to finally take what is
Good,
mine.
now fucking get out. What is yours? What is yours? The woman smiled before nodding to me and walking around me to the door. As she opened it and took a step out, she looked back at me. Back to me.
Praeteritorium poscunt, corrige augurium, delir memoria, liberaret iam.
What the fuck? As she closed the door behind her, I suddenly felt my mind go back to being happy. Oh, it's another memory wipe. Wow, thanks a lot, bitch. What had just happened? Oh right, my dad had just left. I felt more confident than ever and knew that I could take on anything. I rushed over to the dining room and looked over to the graduation papers with a small smirk. I can do this. I can do this! Do it! Yeah! Chia LaBeouf. Eventually, my graduation came along. I walked across the school stage and took a hold of my diploma with grace. The rest of the story could almost be passed over. I graduated from school as one of the top 10 students of my class. My family was proud. But what of my future? Well, that was free for me to decide now. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help build a family company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Whatever I was going to do, I was going to do it with a smile on my face. I was happy and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. Yay. The next morning I woke up and took in all that happened as if it was all a dream. My life seemed to fall perfectly into place. It was almost surreal. Everything's just so surreal. I walked over to my balcony window and opened it, stepping onto the patio and staring into the sky. It was beautiful. The wind gently brushed over my face as I took in the smell of the morning. I felt a wave of confidence rush through my body as I stared into the sky. God damn, girl, you changed so fast. Like, from PJs to, like, normal clothes. Just like, bam. I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. I was confident that I could do anything now. My life was in my hands, and I was strong enough to carry it. I was alone for now, yes, but eventually I knew that I would be happy at the end of my journey. I still had 100 battles to face, 1,000 memories to make, 1,000,000 stories to write. This was just one of those stories. And that was my happily ever after. My freedom! Okay. So, you've seen that ending. So, the next non-romantic ending that I accidentally ended up getting throughout my playthrough of trying to romance everybody before getting all the endings at the end was the angel ending, which was if the one where you made a deal with Diana when she showed up trying to take your memories the first time, and then you basically, instead of choosing power, you end up choosing her, and throughout your time spent with like Diana and her teaching you about the things of the demon world and shit, you like basically like, I don't know, there are moments in where it could have gone through the route of romancing Diana, which was what I thought, and then the one choice that made all the difference was that when she like transported you to the office of the company, and then she started like, you know, seducing all the men in there and stuff and making them do her shit. You basically, when she when the option came up with the fact that you either speak up about what she's doing or you leave it alone, and then it kind of goes away, and then things go RE that way. So instead of choosing to say, that's enough, Diana, we should just get your point already, and we chose to say no, which I did the first time I tried doing Diana's route. Basically, they both get transported back to the house either way. It plays out like how it did in Diana's route, like almost to a T, except when she tells you to go to sleep that same night and she said that, yeah, I'll teach you more like the following day and stuff. Now this bitch, she goes and she calls an angel, and basically the angel baptizes us, or quote baptize. I think it's more of like you just basically get smited by an angel, and then that basically wipes out everything of your memories. So who you are, your name, your memories of your past, everything, just basically everything. And that's what ended up happening for the angel baptism ending. So you guys can see this clip as I play it here, so enjoy that. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I sat in silence waiting for her to be done. She'd be bored eventually. Then again, she was a succubus, so who knew when she'd get bored of attention. At a snap of Diana's fingers, the boys huddled together back where they were. Diana then turned her head and smiled to me.
See? Easy to manipulate.
Okay, cool. So what? They're guys obeying a hot chick.
Oh, trust me. Women are just as weak-minded as men. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I can't attract the same sex.
Uh-huh. Let's just go home. Yeah. Diana sighed and rolled her shoulders.
Fine.
God, this was a waste of time. With a snap of Diana's fingers, the room round us faded to black. Huh.
Head back to sleep and I'll teach you more in the morning. I'll stay a few more days until you know everything.
Yay! Something felt off, but I nodded, feeling exhaustion drift over me again. I bet she's lying to me. Was it natural? I didn't know. My head began to spin and I needed more rest. Diana gently laid me back down and moved hair from my face.
Rest.
Okay. As if from a spell, I closed my eyes and fell back into an unconscious darkness. My heart was healing and it would take time. To heal. Thankfully, it had time now to heal and to grow stronger. Oh! That scared the fuck out of me. Not gonna lie. That scared the fuck out of me. I was like, the fuck? Like, my heart just like skipped like, oh god, who the fuck? Oh.
I know.
Well, I heard voices and I tried to open my eyes, but I couldn't. Uh-huh.
You don't need to remind me, Angel. I'm just doing my civil duty.
Okay. An angel? What was an angel doing here? Why was Diana talking to it? It sounds like Elvish instead of Latin, I'm pretty sure.
Do what you need to do. I've already destroyed one life, and now I have to destroy another. All from my kingdom. Angel, do it now before I change my mind.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry.
Ah! You liar! Within a mere breath, my body suddenly became light as a feather and I became numb. I felt my body float downwards into an empty black abyss as if I was drowning in water. I never saw it coming. My mind became completely blank. I had no memories, no feelings, nothing. I became a blank canvas, a body without a soul. Pure, innocent, ignorant. Oh, whoa, what the? Oh, that's an ending? That was like the alternative ending? Oh, god damn it. Oh, well then. I lied to you all. I got one of those other alternative non-romantic endings. What the fuck? So you guys saw the angel baptism ending, which was the third non-romantic ending that I got throughout the entire gameplay of Seduce Me, the Otome. So now we are here presently in this recording, in which I will be doing the last two endings that are available to you in this game, which is basically, I think, really pretty easy to obtain, because I took a peek at the guide, and basically one of the endings that you can possibly get in this route, or in this game, is it takes place when you get kidnapped by Malix, and you have the stupid options of either waiting or you fighting, and that ending I think ends up if you chose to wait for all the option prompts that come up during that time, then you end up getting shot by Malix, and I think it's more likely to happen if you didn't romance any of the guys. So none of the guys' names are available to you as a choice. So you either have the two choice of either fighting or you waiting, and you choose to wait throughout all the prompts, and that's what basically triggers a death scene, basically. Which I was surprised. I was like, shit, I can actually die in this game. Well, not like I've come close to dying like how many times already. So. Okay, so we are here, like I've mentioned before, I already said so, this is one of the other endings that you can possibly get, which was to get shot by Malix. Stupid, I know, but anyways, as I've already mentioned already, you basically wait for all cases of these prompts. So I think I waited the first time the prompt came up just so I can assess the situation, and then I ended up choosing the fight option. So instead of choosing the fight option on the second time, you choose to wait again. So I could see Malix pull the trigger before bracing myself. Oh, yeah, we were protected by the spell, right?
What the fuck?
Well, shut up. I opened my eyes again to see Malix jamming his finger against the trigger, trying to shoot me to no avail.
Well, she either has the barrier spell on her, or you're losing your power.
I think it's the latter, 'cause he's a little bitch.
Shut up! I'm not losing shit! This little brat must have that spell on her!
Cheh. I felt a wave of relief run through my body. The other devils laughed at Malix, which made him angrier.
I said, shut up!
Boosh! Malix suddenly moved his gun towards a nearby devil and pulled the trigger. I stared wide-eyed as the bullet from Malix's gun rammed itself into the neck of the devil boy, and the wound spouted fire and blood, causing the devil to scream and flail in extreme pain before falling limp to the ground. As the body hit the floor, it began to almost deform and melt. Blood and black ash poured out of the wound and every opening that body had, causing the smell of death to quickly fill the room. I felt like gagging as the body eventually stopped moving. The body became like a deflated balloon, showing me the true nature of Malix's gun. It was now just a pile of blood and skin. The bullet had burnt up the muscles, bones, and any structures the body had to give it its form. That could have been me, yes.
Anyone else wanna laugh at me? Huh?
And it will be you, Hannah, because I'm about to make you do that. I'm about to make you bitch out. The devils around us shut their mouths, obeying the warning of the obvious master of the space. Malix growled before glaring at me.
As I was saying, it must be some holy magic or some shit like that. Eris.
Okay, cool. The girl who had kidnapped me stepped up beside Malix, looking to me. Malix wrapped a strong arm around her waist and pulled her tight against his side before burying his face against her neck. Eris didn't react, but continued to stare at me as Malix ravished her shoulders and neck in violent kisses. Okay, cool, whatever. Eventually, Malix pulled away, licking his lips before looking to Eris' face.
Be a dear and get rid of her barrier. Now.
Okay. So, without another word, Eris walked around me out of my line of sight. As I turned my head to try and follow her, Malix raised his gun to my face once again, forcing me to stop moving.
I may not be able to shoot you yet, brat, but there are other ways I can beat the living shit out of you.
Uh-huh. And then here's the second problem in which we must regrettably just choose to wait, because we're little bitches like that. God, we're gonna wait. So here we go, you guys. I didn't say a single word. I knew how to defend myself against anything he had to offer. I was slowly losing my fear of him, and it was oddly satisfying. Until you get shot, that is. Oh, whoa. All of a sudden, however, I felt air escape me and rush behind me, sucked away from me by a mysterious force. It was like a large vacuum was pulling my soul out from my back. What was even worse is that I felt stuck in place as this was happening. Oh, so we actually get the barrier down. Oh, God. I turned my head to barely see Eris holding a red orb that was absorbing a white stream of air and possibly magic from my body. Eris kept her eyes to my back, but Malix grabbed my face and made me look back at him, smirking.
That barrier around you won't be protecting you much longer. Be patient, little human.
Uh-huh. Before Malix pulled away, he slapped his hand against my cheek a couple of times, not enough to force my head to turn, but enough to hurt and leave a powerful sting. Ow, bitch! I wanted to do something I needed to. I was going to die if that barrier was removed. We're gonna wait! Fuck this shit, we're gonna wait. Who cares? I stood there, that's all I could do. I waited for someone to save me. I waited for someone to stop Malix and Eris. Waiting was all I could do. No, bitch! You could've just just karate chopped him, but nah. Waiting was all I convinced myself I could do. Then you fucking dumb. Eventually, I felt lighter and the air stopped moving around me. Eris had finished her job. I didn't felt so protected anymore. I felt fear consume me as Malix's smirk grew horrifyingly wide.
And that's it for you.
Okay, we're gonna get shot now? Oh, Malix quickly placed the barrel of his gun between my eyes once again and pulled the trigger. I didn't even get a chance to close my eyes. Ow! That's it for you. Bum bum bum. We end up dying. Seriously though, that was such a stupid option. Who would choose to fucking wait? Man, that means you have no fight in you. Anyways, that's it. That's that ending. That's it for you. Called That's It For You. Basically, we just end up dying. So that was that ending, and then the last ending that I didn't get yet, and that was an option to get for this game, is let me try to recall. What am I missing? Oh yes. I think it was getting eaten by Diana's little pit beast thing that she summoned when she was trying to threaten us to taking our memories. So let's try to find a good point here to do so. Okay, we are here once again in this situation where Diana shows up after the guides have left and to take our memories from us, and these are the options that have prompted when she summons her little pit beast thingamajig, and she tries to throw us in there. So we already know what happens if we give up the memories. We already know what happens if we make a deal with Diana. So we're gonna go with this last option, which was to fight this bitch. Bring it. Bite me. Bite me. I wasn't going to let her win. I knew I could fight her. That's when you're overly confident, Hannah. God, I keep saying Hanny because of my last game put Nameless. It's Hannah. I began to pull on the hold on me roughly. My mind was fighting, but my body wasn't responding. Oh.
You still wish to fight?
Yeah. Diana rubbed her temples before walking to me.
I've had enough of this.
What? You're gonna just throw me in? Throw me in like I'm trash? All of a sudden, Diana grabbed my head, making my mind blank out. I felt large waves of energy zip from my body and mind at her touch, but it intensified as Diana placed her lips on mine. What, you gonna steal my memories through all this? What? I didn't kiss back, I didn't fight, I couldn't do anything, I could only stare as she drained my body of energy. Rude, bitch. My body began to go limp and my mind grew insanely heavy. If I wasn't floating, I would surely be on the ground passed out. How was she able to pull this much energy without doing anything more than kissing me? I would never know. Soon my whole body felt numb and I felt like an empty spirit floating in midair. Diana slightly frowned at the sight.
Such a waste.
Ah, fuck you. I'm doing it for science! For science! Diana ran a hand over my hair, twirling a strand around her finger.
So long, sweetie.
Bye, bitch. Better here than you. And before I knew it, I was falling. She had let me go. I could only close my eyes. I didn't even feel a thing. That's great. So long, sweetie. Wow, that was pretty fast. That was so fast. God. Okay, well, obviously, cause yeah, we basically we just die. We just die at the end. So I think that's all the endings, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I am not, because I honestly couldn't think of anything else, because I only briefly glanced over the achievement list, and that was all the listed endings that was there, not including, you guys, the whole extra bits where it's like I saw something about Simon and shit, and I don't even know that guy, that that devil squirrel thing. That's gonna be included in a entirely separate video. But if this concludes all the endings of like Seduce Me, then there you go, you guys. This entire video is this is what I had planned for this one video that's dedicated to all the possible non-romantic endings that you can get for this game.
A few moments later.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final, almost, I guess, final episode of Seduce Me. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Only just because I recently just got done recording all the rest of the other endings that you could possibly get for this game, which it was really fairly quick because, as I mentioned before previously, I've been getting all these non-romantic endings like as I'm like progressing through all the characters that are romanceable. Like I've only accidentally managed to like get them because obviously I had intended on every kind of game, if there's like all these alternative endings and stuff like that, I tend to do it like at the end of once everything's done and finished, then I go back and I get all the rest of the non-romantic endings. But I ended up getting like a majority of them throughout my like playthrough, and then I just needed to finish up on getting these 2 additional ones, which you basically just end up dying on either by Diana's hand or by Malix's hand, and it was fairly quick to do. So that was that. So this is another, I intended for this to be another episode completely where I do the extra stuff, so there's the blooper stuff, and then the bonus stuff, which is, I think it was the Angel's Password, which I hadn't tried yet, and I intended to do it as a separate video, but depending on the length of the last video, then I might just squish it in just so that I don't have to like make extra video and extra effort into like separating these things, which are only just gonna be like not even half an hour long. But anyways, you're gonna do this, you're gonna see, either way you're gonna see the bonus shit and the extra shit. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is obviously the Angel Password, which you can find here on the bonus button. And this like fucking shady ass motherfucker over here just tells me some shit up in Latin, and so prompts the Angel's Password, all caps, no space. And apparently you guys have been telling me, and the game has been telling me, that every single time we end up getting a letter for each of the endings that we end up getting, it spells out something, but in the end it just spells out like the entire word for us each time. So people say it's Demon War or Demon Wars or Demon War. I can't entirely remember, but I'm gonna go with Demon War first, and then if that doesn't happen, I'll just add the S at the end. So there we go. Hey, it worked. It worked. Okay, so let's get to it, guys. Maybe this will be an actual like separate video from the ending videos. Okay, so let's get started. It had been 2 years since he passed away. My visit to his grave became fewer as time went on, but no one could tell me that I stopped. I tried to visit him whenever it was sunny, so bad weather wouldn't bring down my mood. It was better to not be sad when I came by. Okay, so today though was an incredibly happy day. I was so full of emotion I couldn't help but visit his gravestone. I wondered what would grandfather think of me. So we don't exactly know where Hannah stands right now in terms of who she's with, or if she's with anybody, or I don't even know. So yeah. After all, I was about to marry a demon. Okay, so there we go. So she's about to marry one of the guys. So we don't know who. I guess, depending on who your bias is for this game, then that could be the dude. But right now, it's just, either it could be anyone. I was about to marry the man of my dreams, and I had stopped before going to the wedding venue to talk to my grandfather. I'm pretty sure I looked odd in that cemetery donning a wedding dress. These are a good wedding dress. However, I really didn't mind. I needed to come regardless. I stood by the grave staring down at it with a smile. Grandfather, I'm marrying a demon. Be proud of me. I'm getting married today, Grandpa. How old is she? 2 years. Okay, so I think initially she was 18. So around 20, like a 2 year time, so she's like 20-ish? Huh, wow, that's really early. God, the wind gently danced around me as if grandfather ushered it to reply. I grew a brighter smile and let out a sigh. I couldn't lie, I wanted my grandfather to be at my wedding, but I couldn't go back in time. Even if I was able to, how could I have stopped him from dying? I shook my head. I didn't want to think of that. Not on the day of my wedding. Yes. I hope you'll be there in spirit, Grandpa. I'm sure you'll... What? Oh, it's raining. Look at that. Oh, that's bullshit. Before I could continue my sentence, the sky suddenly became dark, causing me to look up. Rain began to fall and patter against the stone and grass as a haunting bell began to chime. What the fuck, man? The weatherman lied to me. What boggled my mind was the fact that the rain was avoiding my body. Damn, she got some Jedi powers. It was like I was in a safe circle underneath an invisible umbrella so the rain couldn't soak me or my dress. What the? Yeah, it's a little odd. What was this grandfather's doing? Why was it raining all of a sudden? The rain became heavy and I didn't dare move from my spot, afraid of what would happen if I moved from it. I looked to the grave, confused and concerned. Yeah, Grandpa, are you really dead? Are you sure you're really dead, Grandpa? What is going on? Well, we actually saw his spirit before in the fight before Malix, so I don't even know. My eyes locked onto the grave. This wasn't a natural storm. Magic was at work here. Yes. My heart gave a gentle thud in reply to my conclusion, but the word magic reverberated in my mind. Magic! I looked down and lifted my hands to scan over my gloved palms. My fingers began to tingle, almost as if that single word had unlocked something. You're a wizard! Magic! Magic! I gently pinched the edge of my one glove with 2 fingers and slid it off, revealing my bare hand. Nothing had changed, but I could feel that something was different. I could faintly feel energy zipping through the nerves under the skin, dancing in excitement at the word magic. I wonder. I knew Diana took away my energy and my magic before she left, but what if? What if I still had some left, and all you just need to do is just scream magic? God. I raised my hand to the sky and focused on the back of my mind. Focused on the back of my hand. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had to see something. My mind quickly formed a word in my mind. Wow, that was really weird. My mind quickly formed a word in my mind. I didn't know where it came from, but I let the word escape my lips as a soft whisper. Destino. As soon as the sound of the word faded into the air, the rain around me suddenly froze as if time had stopped. The wind was still slightly blowing, but the rain had stopped. Wow. I slowly lowered my hand and looked around. Did I really do this? Well, hell yeah. Ooh, it's sunny again. I could control the weather. Before I could move again, the raindrops and the stormy clouds above began to fade away, returning the day to the sunny weather it had before. I looked around and noticed that the grass and the gravestone were all dry, as if the rain didn't even fall in the first place. The fuck? That was trippy as fuck.
I knew it. I knew it. That girl has demon magic.
Oh, hell no. Shit. Who the fuck are you? What the?
Then quit talking and let's take her.
What does take me where?
The demon lord will be so pleased.
Oh, hell no. No, girl. I don't even know you like that. No. Who? Before I could turn to search for the voices, I felt hands grab hold of my feet, making me look down and lift my dress. Motherfucker. 2 pairs of evil-looking hands had taken hold of my ankles, reaching through a dark and red-purple pentagram. I shrieked, trying to pull my legs away, but couldn't stop them from swiftly pulling me into the ground. Ugh. Bitch! I was pulled deeper into the darkness. I was no longer in my world. I was being dragged through a dark void, one that I couldn't escape. I reached and clawed at the dark, trying to find something to grab to. I tried to pull my legs out of the grips holding them, but couldn't pull free. What was going on? Why was this happening? You always seem to ask this question, Hannah. Just... Someone help me. God damn it. As if someone heard my screams, I suddenly felt the hands let go and disappear, leaving me to float in the darkness they left me in. Rude ass motherfucker didn't even fucking... Oh my god, I shut my eyes. Please let this be a dream. Please let this be a dream. Oh, but it isn't. I finally felt a surface form under my feet, and I collapsed onto it, curled over my body from the experience I had. I didn't dare tear my eyes away from my lap, not ready to get up just yet. The voice I then heard, however, made my heart stop.
You. What are you doing here?
Oh, hey, hey, girl. I don't know, bitch. I was dragged against my own will. Not like I wanted to fucking come here on my own free will. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Was that it? Was that basically the preview to the sequel of this game? Coming soon. Oh, yes, it is. Basically, it is. Okay. Cool. Okay. So that's that. Okay, that was pretty. That was okay. Okay. But how the hell do we witness the whole? How do we witness Simon's transformation shit? Because I saw that as one of the achieves, and it's not listed in this thing. Hold on.
Later.
Okay, you guys. So I managed to figure out what the hell to do in this fucking motherfucking thing. The whole Simon Tabby achievement thing, where it's like witness his transformation achieve thing. I am achievement hunter, so I'm determined to get everything. So we are back here again in the bonus little button that we had, and instead of entering Demon War, which was the initial given password to the ending of all the endings that we get for the characters, apparently the letters do spell out something. I think so. I feel like they do, because apparently there's this thing where it's like you enter it spells out transform Simon. I thought it was like something Latin or some shit, but like looking at it now, it's like transform Simon into like one in one letter, in one word actually. So let's see what happens, you guys.
This house seems a bit much for one person.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, hello there.
Okay. We haven't seen Simon Tabby ever since like Matthew's round, which is thank God. But I don't even want to know what the fuck this little thing is up to.
Aw, aren't you adorable? What are you doing here? You don't seem to be just a stuffed animal.
Yeah, obviously, because it's possessed. Obviously. Just giggles. Look at it. It's like a spawn of Satan in furry form.
Well then, you seem interesting enough. Might as well see your true form.
Oh, he has a true form. Okay. Oh, so this is I guess this is basic what it says transform Simon is. Okay, so Simon has a true form. Okay, so was he gonna like turn into like a bunny rabbit? Whoa.
What did you do to me?
What the shit? What? Wait. I'm so confused. That's what? That doesn't make sense. This is fucking Simon's a fucking demon squirrel shit. How the hell does that equate to that? Like I don't what the fuck?
I released you from your smaller form. So much magical energy shouldn't be shoved into just a small toy.
But why is he a kid? What?
You changed me? Why?
Because you shouldn't be forced to live as just a simple stuffed animal. I merely wanted to help.
Well, now how am I supposed to sneak around? I'm too big now!
Don't get fussy with me. You can transform back at will. I merely unlocked the door to that form.
Oh, what? I'm so good. My head can't wrap around the fact it's like squirrel, kid. What the fuck? And like supposedly it's Matthew that created him. What? I don't get.
You're weird.
So much for generosity. I just want to get this over with. So many technicalities.
Yeah, why the hell is Diana? Yeah, I totally completely forgot why the hell Diana was even here. What the hell are you doing here, girl? What timeline is this?
Don't give me that look. If anything, this is your fault.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god! I knew Kay was on hella shady motherfucker. Son of a bitch. I thought you were on my side. What? Oh. I really can't trust nobody in this world. Really. God, this is why I got trust issues. I'm so hella shady. Okay, what the hell? You better explain yourself.
Don't give me that silent treatment. I don't want this. But if this romance story needs another villain so badly, then I have no choice in the matter.
Well, romance stories don't have to have a villain in it. Actually, you know what? Never mind, because in all K-dramas that I've seen, like especially all like the romantic ones that revolve around a romance, there's gotta be that one bitch that wants to get in the way of everything, just cause she's in love with the main like male protagonist, protagonist as well. That's in love with the main female protagonist. So she's like, no, I will never let them be together.
However, I will come out of this victorious one way or another. I will not let my kingdom fall because of this stupid story.
Well, too bad, cause you know that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, Kay is not impressed with any of your shit.
Stubborn, as expected of you. You're as heartless as the demon lord.
Ah, shut up.
You should probably excuse yourself now. The human will be here soon, and I want to make my entrance without you hovering over my shoulder.
Oh my god, is this before? Oh my god, is that it? God, they were having this whole conversation. This whole conversation was taking place like when Hannah was downstairs with the guys, and they're either having this heartfelt conversation of where her main guy is like saying that they want to stay longer with her, and they're just having about that what happened at the warehouse thing. So while that conversation was taking place, this conversation is taking place upstairs in her room. Like I need to plan out my entrance. Should I wear my dress like this or should I come in like this? Oh my god, you serious? Kay, how the hell did you even come in here anyways? I'm pretty sure. Don't tell me she has some like next magic relations as well. Like she can do some magic shit as well.
This isn't what I want, but that's how the story is written.
Really? Huh. Congratulations, really. Sweet! Oh my gosh! Oh my god. Okay, so that's that. Woo! I got every achievement. Does that mean I got every achievement? I think I did. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I need to go... No wait, I did get all the achievements. That was unlocking all the bloopers, apparently. They're really easy to get. Like, I was just going on about my business, doing through all the characters around and shit, and then, all I see is all these achieves for the bloopers unlocking. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm pretty sure to unlock the bloopers, you guys, you have to at least complete, like, get either, like, the qualifications is either getting one, like, good ending, one true ending of one of the guys route, or, like, completing one of or completing two of the guides. I don't even know. Anyways, but they're pretty easy to get. I got them on like a whim. I wasn't even trying. So yeah. So anyways, you guys, one of you guys wanted a request on the bloopers. So here it is. The bloopers. House party bloopers and the Malix art bloopers. Oh, we got to choose between these two. Let's go in order then. Shall we? House party bloopers. Let's go.
This is Jonah. Michaela. Did these lines. I'm Damien. Probably should go get a green apple. Hold on.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like barnyard... Like at the Barnyard Restaurant and Grill, where you can get the finest pig knuckles you've ever eaten. Oh my god, they're so good! Howdy shucks, y'all! Fuck!
Said, what are you laughing at? You dick. Shut up! We're not funny, we're hungry! Hungry for that vampire blood. In this case, human. Sexual urges.
Well, we're glad that you made that.
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine. If you know what I'm saying. I can't get this inflection. Why can't I speak English?
Have a good night. Yeah, I need water. Have a... I also need tea. Ah.
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man. Oh my god, I'm getting way too Dragon Ball Z up in here. Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man. Come on. No. That we'll save that for Dragon Ball Absol. Morning. You aight? You aight?
Aight.
You aight, son? Yo, I just picked up these cool No, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna make Sam into a gangster. Yo, what up, B-boy? My name is Sam, and I'm ready for some ham. Whoa! Can you pass that fucking ham, Pam? Cause I swear, I'm ready to go BAM! I don't know, I can't spit rhyme. Anyway.
Damn it, Sam! You've gotten so full of yourself!
You're gelling. You're gelling. That's right. Fucking. I don't know why. When I think of yelling, I think of yellow or jello. Jello. Why are you gelling?
Hello to you too.
That's funny. Voice actor's best tool.
It's our
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon. I feel like Eric is getting more Tamaki as the story goes. Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon. Not quite. No? Okay.
Some good stuff in there, Michaela. Some good stuff.
Eric with the dining room. Oh, wait, that's narration. That's not my line. There's a line.
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we just hang out and... Well, we wanted to see how our friend... Well, we wanted to see... Oh, look!
Wait, that's totally the wrong line. What the... Sorry.
I'm going to make a batch of strawberry... pronunciation.
This isn't supposed to be fun, okay? It's actually supposed to be that I can see the damn line, so I can read it to you, but I can't because the goddamn fucking line goes to the next page.
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight. Even the vice chairman to become CEO. CEO.
Seal.
Of the company. I don't want to hear it. Do not become friendly with him. He is an asshole, and I hate him.
I hoped you would, you piece of spaghetti. I can't wait to just slurp you up. Yummy. I don't fucking know.
We should have stopped him and finished him here. Finished it here. Oh my god, I can't read. Come on!
Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free will and don't require... Devils follow higher... Fuck!
Devils, however, come from one of the 7 circles of a place humans know as hell. I think I stepped over myself.
Oh, excuse me. That was attractive, huh?
What the fuck? Okay. Alright, that's it for house party. Yeah! And I'm good. I did it. I did your lines. I hope you enjoy, and if you don't, well, I hate you. I hate you so much. But no, seriously, if you need any retools, let me know.
End. I believe that was my last line. Okay. I hope that all works out for you. Let me know if you want me to redo anything. Bye!
Okay, bye!
This is Jonah, Michaela, did these lines. I'm Damien. Probably should go get a green apple. Hold on.
Still, that's no...
Okay, that was that. I think it just repeats itself in loops. I didn't realize it does that. But anyways, it's funny how like a lot of the lines that they screw up on is like the more they say it, the shorter and the more frequent their mistakes get. So like the sentence gets shorter. Anyways, that was that first blooper reel. I could call it a reel, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Of the house party bloopers. So we can go on to Malix art boost. You know, I realized that Damien didn't have all that many lines in the bloopers. That or I couldn't distinguish his voice at all. Anyways, there we go. So that's the house party bloopers. Now we're gonna move on to the Malix arc bloopers.
Hey, Michaela, it's Jonah. Green apple again. I'm gonna swallow this before I start. It's getting kind of brown. It's old. But here I go.
Hello, princess. Okay, now.
Okay. I'll be by your side. Always. That was shitty. Great first line of the day. Oh, babe.
I lost sight of him, but I quickly found him and cornered him in... I lost sight of him, but I quickly found him and cornered him in...
Excuse me. I feel like there's a burp coming on, but it's not. It's like there. It's like, I'm coming up to get you, but then it's like, no. It's just lies.
Ugh.
Demons and humans are very different when it comes to belching.
However, I didn't expect the human world to be so pretty. I'm not talking about you or anything. You baka.
Good game, everyone. But mostly me, because I win. Okay, don't use that one.
My mom, though, hates sharing, so I distracted her with toys. How does he know what toys are like if he's from a demon fucking hell world?
This is why we have a mind-altering ability called Gios to convince people to kill the Japanese.
Okay, this apple's a little better. Still kind of mealy, but it's doing its job.
This parrot. Voice crack! Oh my god, that was the worst one yet. Okay, I'm trying to yell because she's on a bike, but blah.
We have no power or moral consciousness. And we also get the power of the Triforce.
Whatever.
It was an empty excitement, of course, but it was still something that bonded us all together. Why am I going all together? Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Gaming voice, angry. I don't know how to do it. I scream and screech really high pitched when I play games. Like, oh my god, whenever I play with my brothers, I'm like, no! Just screeching. I can't do that for Suzu. So, if what I did doesn't work, I can try something else.
Let's turn that back down. Now we're back down to this. Where's my next line? A lot of narration. Still in less mode. Oh, nope. Turn the mic back on. Turn the mic back up.
If you are in any danger, call my name, and my phone will go off. And then I'll know that you called me, because you better leave a voicemail, bitch.
Ignore the mouse clicks in the background. Ignore them.
Keep going. Oh, snap. There's how much time we spent making out. There's a lot of stuff going. You don't think we fucking let out another sound. Oh, man. I think something sketchy's happening here.
My true name. My true name is Otome. Oh god. My true name. I did it again. My true name. Damn it. Take two.
If you're in any if you're by a ginger, I'll fight him off.
Ah, no, my apple fell. I have to take 5. My apple's all hairy. Oh god.
Ew.
We need to resuscitate it. Oh, someone get the caramel.
He calls me a man whore. You're a man whore, James. James Brown Jr.
You gotta regain your...
So that's what happens to me. Well, that's messed up, man.
It will be good to have some rest without devils bringing... I keep saying bringing. Bringing the party? Yeah!
Good. I planned the
Diana, what the fuck are you doing?
And I want to thank you so much for... And I want to thank you for letting us... God, come on.
Can we stay here? Please? I really hope the recording did not pick up my stomach fucking rumbling! Anyway...
Where's my line? Where's my line? Okay. There's my line. What out of, like, what, 300? Fuck my life.
Hey, Michaela, it's Jonah. We're Green Apple again.
There we go, and that was them bloopers for the Malix arc. And that concludes the entirety of the game, you guys. Oh my god, a round of applause. I did it. I finished a game. A visual novel game. Like, I hadn't finished one ever since, like, Hatful Boyfriend. And so, yeah. I guess I can do concluding final thoughts for the game. It's okay. It's a fairly enjoyable game in terms of like it's a very interesting like story setup and story setup. Let's just leave it at that. I'm just gonna start to like ramble and shit and not make sense. But I feel like the only problem was for me, in all honesty, was the fact that after doing one of the Incubi guys, then it kind of was got really repetitive in terms of like story wise. I'm not too sure. That's how I felt in terms of like after I was done Damien's route and then going on to do the rest of the guys' route, it just all just seemed very like repetitive in terms of how the story played out for each of the guys, only in slight alterations for their like background stories, but concerning their mother or their parent or something like that. Out of like all the 5 Incubi guys, I think Damien's story had a little bit more meat to it. I don't even know how to describe it. Like the only words I came up to is like it had like a little bit more something to like kind of be like, oh shit, like that's like a big revelation kind of thing. Whereas a lot like the rest of the guys, like you could sort of already kind of guess where their backstory would kind of head off into in terms of their character trope. So yeah, that's the only thing that kind of really turned me off on this on the game. Other than that, I think like it has a lot of good features about it. I mean, voice acting wise, I didn't expect it to be that good, but it was actually up to par. I really enjoyed the voice acting. And what else is there? In terms of artwork, I think it's very unique. Sort of awkward, kind of stiff, I find sometimes for the CGs. That could use a bit of polishing. But other than that, I feel like in terms of standard wise, because it was a free game, like I can't exactly complain all that much. Yeah, so in terms of something that if it was a paid game, so say like if this was around the same price as most of the Otome visual novel games that I've seen on Steam, around that price range, which is like the cheapest one I think I saw was like around $21 or 99 cents, and like the most expensive, obviously the more higher quality ones were like $32 or some shit like that. If it was around the price range of like the $21-ish kind of game, then I'd be a little bit disappointed in the disappointed spectrum in terms of that. But like considering it's a free game, like I can't say that I have much to really complain about, other than the fact that like it was an enjoyable story. It was a good premise to start on, but in terms of story depth for each of the characters, there wasn't much to it. And I don't know if you guys really picked up on any of my like playthrough routes. As like the more it progressed, the more I was sort of kind of really just like kind of getting through with it. Just like I already kind of expected what's to come. Nothing really surprised me. Nothing really drew me in all that much. Like I kind of sort of lost that what was that? I forgot what the term was, but anyways, like it didn't really draw me in as it did initially, so it kind of lost its magic, if you could say so. But other than that, it does have, again, not entirely a bad game to play for free, but not entirely a very mind-blowing good game to really, I guess, satisfy me in terms of like story-wise. But other than that, yeah, I appreciate this game, especially if it's in terms of like an independent indie game company to pull something off that with this kind of quality and make it as a free game for anybody to play. Then yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, I will be playing Sam's After Story then, and also the Seduce Me 2 sequel to the game, just to see in comparison on what progression this game has made, and if there's any improvements, if there's anything that like maybe it will draw me back into playing the sequel with more enthusiasm. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me this far on the Seduce Me the Otome gameplay. And yeah, I will see you guys next time on then. In terms of franchise, I will see you in Sam's After Story, and then the possibility of the Seduce Me 2 Demon War demo play. So yeah, you will see those in the future. So again, until next time, you guys, bye!